What is up, everybody? It is Monday, and let me tell you, there is been a ton going on at work. We have had a company merger. I don't know what the correct terminology is, or we were bought, or I don't know what the correct terminology is. So they're all different. All I just said, there's a third one too. I don't know the proper one, and I am not going to guess. But something happened, so which was big, which is really cool, and it's just going to make business even better and cooler and nicer for everybody. So that's been going on. Also, I've had a content drought on putting out stuff, obviously. I've told you guys this before. I get certain points throughout a week, or every other 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or whatever it may be, and my brain just goes into overdrive, and I just do a whole lot more thinking instead of doing, right? And I know that I'm not the only one, and I know this happens between a lot of people. So, again, I shouldn't make excuses for myself and this and that. Just making excuses for something that you are passionate and you enjoy doing is just, at that point, I guess laziness. I don't know what the right word for that is right now either. I'm also on a very high caliber of lack of sleep, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it a lot, actually, right now. I had one moment today where like for lunch, I went boom on my lunch, and I passed out on my desk for like 15 minutes. Steve just let me sleep. What a homie. I was like, Steve, I gotta take a nap. He said, all right, buddy. So I just took a nap on my desk for 15 minutes because I needed it. It's kind of weird too. I really wish other, if not, implementing a 30-minute to an hour time to just take a nap, or a 20-minute time to take a nap, allow people to do that during the day. People get it's like a little, for me, it's a refresh, right? Some people want to take a walk, for their refresh. Some people want to watch stuff on their phone, and, I don't think that's a refresh necessarily. I think that's just, you just really starting to dip into that, the old snooze fest, This cage is in my back seat, and I said, Abby, I need this thing out. I need you to remember to get this thing out. So she's coming over, and I'm gonna get this cage out of here because it's friggin' rattling and whatnot. Yeah. So, you know what? I think I went a little bit on this rant, a little bit on last week, on kind of like complacency, and basically just falling into your same repetitive trap, but expecting change, right? And then, there's the other side of it, where we have people who I work with, and she's eating popcorn, just casually eating popcorn in her car. Nice. Poggers. What a champion. And people fall into the other trap of it, to where they want change really badly. Change finally happens, right? And there's going to be benefits with it, and, bonus, bigger opportunities, things like that. In the moment that this so-called change that people have talked about finally happens, they're afraid, right? And I started to become slightly afraid, or worried for the change for, I'd say, probably 30 minutes to an hour, right? Until my mind flipped the switch. That's false. It was a decision. 30 minutes to an hour of worrying about the change, and then 3 hours on making a decision, which the decision ended up being made for me in a better light, which was really cool. Love my dad. It's based on how I'm getting paid now and all this stuff, which I'm not going to tell you guys about pay and things like that. I just don't feel comfortable talking about that. Plus, in retrospect, it's like, as long as you're comfortable with where you're at and how much you're making, some people are comfortable making $1 million a year, and some people are comfortable making $50,000 a year or $30,000 a year. You know what I mean? It probably depends on where you live and what job you have and things like that, right? You live comfortably with just about any pay, as long as you're working full time. It's just, you have to be smart with it. Different topic, different day, right? People live comfortably within their standards usually. Some people bouge out though, like dumbs. But yeah. Anyway, so I was kind of falling into that trap again of worrying about things, and slightly questioning myself, and there's no real reason for it, real a reason for it, right? Change is inevitable, and not just everyday life. Adaptability is very important, okay? And it's something that not a lot of people have, and I think that in itself is very representative of the people who are able to continuously grow and grow in their lives, and have bigger and better things come for them, and for those who do get stuck in the trap, okay? And obviously, like for me, I would love for everybody to have a prosperous and happy life for what they have and with the people that they have and are around, right? But not everybody is happy with what they have, or are resentful, or there's always, I can't say that, because I definitely always think there is greener grass, right? There's always something better to pursue when it comes to I would say, you could say, career / in just enjoyment in life. When it comes to people, I love my people, so I can't say there's greener grass when it comes to people, because once I find once I have my group of people, I love my people, right? My friends and family, and all those other prospects that come with it. That's how I am, right? And some people are kind of like on the other end of that spectrum, though, right? They want to continuously, instead of having like, I could easily say I have 30 very good friends, right? Even though they're 20, 30 very good friends and family, 30 very good family friends, probably 40 good friends and family, of just great people, right? And I can continuously slowly build on that, right? People who I'd say, hey, could you pick this up for me? I'm not going to be able to get it. And then it's like, yeah, sure, bro, I'll get it for you. Just because it's like the relationship and the trust that me, them, or me and her, or me and him, or whatever it may, whoever it is he or she has built upon, the trust that I built upon with all my people. Man, that's a topic too. We're going to talk about that here in a sec too, because I've got something else I want to talk about. But anyway, I think it's very good, and it's very important to have a solid group of people that you love to do things and enjoy stuff, and to have fun with. And not very many people have that. It's really unfortunate, and just good people to talk to, and to work the old brain juices, right? Not a lot of people use their brain juices for some reason. And I was talking to Abby about that a little bit. I say a little bit, more than a little, yesterday. I talked about it for a little bit, and she just listened, put her input and as well, and then we talked about some other stuff as well. But it's all very good and important stuff, to talk about, right? And it's kind of weird, right? Something that I've noticed is that not in all relationships, right, marriages or friendships, is people are afraid to talk about what needs to be talked about, if that makes sense, right? Example, that was this morning. There was a guy in the picture, a picture of a guy in the centerpiece of like her car thing. I was like, who's that? I said, who's that? Just like in that tone, I was like, who's that? And me being me, of course, I'm just like, I'm curious. And she goes, oh, that's Michael. That's my brother. I was like, oh, I thought he had longer hair, and I went on with the conversation, blah, blah, blah. Then I called her back, cage in the back, called her back, and I said, hey, you forgot to get this freaking cage out of the back of my car. This thing's rattling, and then that's what we were in at the beginning ramp. And she goes, question, was that a hint of jealousy? And I was like, absolutely it was, right? It absolutely was a little jealousy. Even though it was her brother, I didn't know that originally, because I haven't seen the man in freaking forever, years. Actually, he was extremely tall, but I haven't seen the man for years. But anyway, the whole point of that is like, for most people, instead of confronting that, right? That who is that in the dash? You know, who's the picture of that guy or that girl or on your phone or whatever? Instead, they'll let that thought ponder. They'll let it sit and they'll let it what's it? Simmer. Wait, simmer? I think it's simmer. Cook. They'll let it continuously go on in their thoughts, and then it's what's weird about your thoughts is like you'll start putting your own ideas into what that actually is and what it could be, instead of just hearing the other person out of what it actually is. Okay? Now I know that's some 200 IQ stuff I just threw at you there. I need you have to rewind and replay it. 200 IQ. Okay? Think about it. But anyway, yeah, stop guessing, people. I should say sheeple, because there's a bunch of sheeple out there who just follow the flock, right? Stop following the flock and use your freaking brains, all right? It's coming from a brain user and then also a brain turner offer. So I'm really good at turning off my brain as well. Every once in a while I do. Hold on, who? It about went off right there. Hello, I'm back. That was weird. Probably just a little lack of sleep. It is what it is. I'll get some good sleep tonight. But anyway, that's that. That's that for today. I just spit all over. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, twitch.tv/SinFizzy. @SinFizzy on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you check out the other stuff. Instagram's been kind of dead lately. Twitter's been kind of dead lately. Content in general's been a little dead lately. Right? This lady's literally about to fall asleep in her car. That lady was literally falling asleep in her car. I beat my horn 3 times. Oh, she woke up. She woke up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dude, that was, yeah, she's gonna stay over there by herself. That woman is drifting. She needs to start vlogging or something. Get her freaking peepers open. Wake up, woman. Wow. Oh, there's nobody on the road. Okay, wait, the video's still going on. I don't know what I'm doing. Guys, have a good rest of your night, okay? I'm gonna go walk the boys here soon, and then me, Ethan, and Abby are gonna get us some food.